Welcome to Lovesick, the podcast where we dive into health, wellness, and relationships and their impact on the world today. Come be a part of the discussion and join our community by following us on YouTube, Instagram, and listening wherever you get your favorite podcast. Enjoy the show. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone, to the Lovesick podcast. And you know who I am, Dorothea, and we have
Jada. I'm here too.
Yes, and thank you for joining us. We have a phenomenal woman here today, and it is Gervel Sampson, who is a above and under water photographer.
Hello.
Hello, Gervel.
Welcome. Happy to be here.
Welcome. All right. So, Gervel, let's talk about this above and under photographer.
Well, what that means is I do traditional portraits. I specialize in women portraiture, to be specific, but I do all types of photography. But my specialty item is I do underwater portraits. Which is basically I take clients down under and we make magic.
Wow, down under without going to Australia, right?
Yes, I know. It does sound like that. Yes.
So let's talk about a day in life of what you do. And before we actually get to that, can you tell us how you actually chose that profession and why you wanted to do that?
Okay. I'll give you the short story. Mm-hmm. So my whole life, I've been fascinated with images. I was that child who loved magazines, who would tear out pictures from magazines, collect them, just looking at imagery. Then when I became old enough to even have a camera, I was a person, before we had cell phones, those of you who don't know about that time of life, I was the girl who had a little point and shoot at all times in my purse. I was the one, when I went out with my friends, I was the one snapping pictures. I was not an official photographer at that time, but I just always loved photography and was the one who documented everything. Fast forward, I have a brother that is no longer with us, who I lost from colon cancer, lost to colon cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
And my brother was a photographer, and I would help him out on event photography. He did weddings and event coverage. I lost my brother 15 years ago, and I wasn't getting my little fix helping him out. So I said, I need to carry the torch. So I start taking classes, investing in equipment, and I launched my photography practice. At that time, I was not doing underwater photography. I didn't even know that was even a thing, to be honest with you.
First I've heard of it.
Yeah, so I am one of those, I'm one of those persons that loves to learn. I love to learn, always taking workshops. And I went to San Diego and I took this workshop on portrait photography. And one day was going to be devoted to water or all things water related photography. I said, that sounds interesting. So on this particular day, the teacher takes us to the pool, and she literally went down under and had her camera in housing. And the model went underwater, and we as the students watched her do this. And I became fascinated. My mouth was just dropped open because I am a swimmer. I love water. Like, oh my God. So after we went back to the classroom and she showed the images, it's like, I was obsessed. I said, I have to do that. Came back, started doing my research. The first thing I realized, it's very expensive. The housing alone to take your camera, you take your professional camera, put it in this contraption. Housing is like, starts at about $3,000, goes up from there. There's just a lot of things. So
right.
I said, well, maybe I'll rent first and just get my feet wet.
Mhm.
I do have a pool, so that was a no-brainer. I had a place to do it. Rented equipment for one weekend and just had some friends come over and just played around. I said, I got to do this.
So you knew.
I got to do this.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. I
Yeah.
invested in my equipment. I started doing practice shoots to really figure out a lot of the little ins and outs of doing it. But what I found in this learning process, when I went underwater and you're down under and it's so quiet, it was just a really peaceful place. And my clients, you can do things underwater that you can't do above water. You can just do flips. You can just do all sorts of magic things. It's just,
Right.
Just my happy place.
Right. That was fascinating.
Do people go, do you
Yeah.
ever start off with an above ground shoot though, and then you're like, you know what? Let's go in the water
Yeah.
and do this and like surprise people? Or is it,
Actually,
no, get on in there.
when I do underwater, there is a lot of things for the client that they have to do to get the imagery to look a certain way. So I try to be in control of all the conditions to make things pleasant, which means heating my pool.
Mm.
So to answer your question, no, we don't usually just
Right.
go down under because it can kind of be shocking to just, as you guys know, you live in Southern California.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Our nights are very cool, which makes for a cool pool if it's not heated.
Yeah.
So,
So the answer is no.
So no.
not officially anyway. Yes.
But what about the makeup and the wardrobe and stuff? Is that different? Or is
Yes,
that,
it is.
Okay.
I have a makeup artist, a few makeup artists actually, and we perfected underwater makeup because that was trial and error also.
Okay.
Because when you go underwater and if you swim or, you kind of get washed out literally,
Mhm.
figuratively and literally. So I said, we're going to need the makeup to pop. So we kept playing around with different waterproof makeup until we really perfected it.
Okay.
So as I tell my clients, you're going to have on more makeup than what you would ever wear out.
Right.
You're not going to want to leave here and go about your day because your makeup's going to be on really heavy. It's almost like theatrical.
Right.
Right.
But
You're not going out to the
underwater,
club after that.
yes, underwater it looks nice. Now the wardrobe is really what's fun.
That's what looks cool.
I kind of like to put clients in clothing that you don't associate with underwater necessarily.
Mm.
And that's what makes it interesting, like a novelty. Like wear a ball gown.
Wow.
Or
that is different.
I did a client a couple of weeks ago, and she wore a tennis outfit, and we had tennis balls, tennis racket. So it
That's
makes it
amazing.
like a novelty, like you're not expecting to see that underwater. Or another thing I like to do, I have a few computers that have died, Apple laptops. So I'll say, let's put my laptop in the water, and you just pretend you're doing an
Wow.
email.
That's very creative too. Yeah.
Or take an umbrella underwater because that's like, okay, person has an umbrella underwater, but they're in the water.
That's
that's a-
cool.
yeah.
Well, we have actually some of your work. I was wondering if we can pull it up and you can tell it
Yeah.
wow.
And you can
Okay.
go walk us through it.
This
Yeah.
client was body painted. I work with a body paint artist sometimes.
Okay.
And his name is Rio. And he painted her entire body. It took about 5 hours.
I was
6
going to
hours.
ask how long did that take?
And on this particular day, something funny happened. It was in October.
Mhm.
And as I spoke about the pool normally is heated. On this particular day, for some reason, the heater did not do what it was
Ooh.
supposed to do. I tested the water in. When I say it was cold, and this lady came from Oklahoma.
Wow.
Wow.
And I said to her, I don't even know how to tell you this, but the pool,
It's cold.
she said, I'm from Oklahoma. It's
She's
fine.
used to
I wanted to say,
like I'm in Southern California now. It's okay.
I'm not fine though. Long story short, we got in that water and it was chilly.
Yeah.
But we got those shots probably in like
Looks really nice.
20 minutes. Because
Wow.
Yeah.
after that, my hand, it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
But
amazing.
we
though.
made
But
it
it looks
happen.
really good though.
We made it happen.
Yeah. See, determination.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh,
That was from that same shoot.
Right,
that's
right.
beautiful.
And a shot like that, she was at the bottom of the pool,
Mm.
and I kind of did a bird's eye view. I'm underwater as well, but I kind of hovered on top of her, literally with my camera
With the camera.
pointing down. And this lady, everyone cannot do what she's doing. She just had an incredible way of relaxing
Mm.
and relaxing her face, because the natural thing to do when you're underwater is to hold your breath, and you hold the air and you puff out your cheeks and you kind of look like a little puffer fish, because that's what you naturally do. 'cause
Right.
you're-
Right.
So to get to that place of relaxation where you just surrender, which is
Mhm.
what she just did naturally. You would not know she was in freezing water. And just,
She doesn't look like it. Yeah.
yeah.
She looks
Beautiful.
very relaxed.
Yeah, that was a special shoot.
Yeah,
And,
she looks
when
very
I take
relaxed.
someone in the water, I like to say I have to discover what their natural superpower is. And hers was the ability to just look serene.
Yeah. That she does.
And a lot of clients, the natural thing, depending on what trauma you may have experienced associated with water,
Mm-hmm.
there's what I call a fear factor, and it will show on their face. So
Yeah.
sometimes I have to spend a lot of time talking someone through. I don't want you to look like you're afraid.
Okay. Because you want it to be more of a natural type of.
Yes. And then I'll have to say,
Ooh. Wow.
yes.
My goodness.
That was a fun one too, because
Well, wait, was the pool warm?
yes, that was warm. And because underwater photography, one of the images that most people think about is the iconic mermaid.
Yes.
So, of course, I have some mermaid tails, and
That really looks good.
yeah. Yes. So I love when someone says, I want to be a mermaid, but I like to try to do a modern interpretation of
Okay.
a mermaid.
Mm.
And
Cool.
Some fantastic
that one.
work.
Oh,
hi. Okay, dude. We see you.
Wow, that's
yes, his name is Doc. And as Jada was asking me before about wardrobe, this is a good example of putting on something that you wouldn't see someone wear underwater.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
that's really cool.
So that was a really fun shoot.
But wait, he's holding that pose without sitting on the
Yeah.
at the bottom of
Yeah.
the pool.
leg day.
Wow,
Leg day.
he's got his leg
Yes.
game going on. That's
He
got to be
was-
kind of like,
Well, no,
you have to have
you do a lot
strong
of stuff under
legs.
the pool. Remember that?
Well,
Yeah.
it's more like you have to be able to exhale and let the air out of your body so that you will sink. And everybody's body is different. So my biggest job is getting people to sink. Unless they're like Doc and you can just naturally
Just do what he's doing. Yes, my goodness.
like that is not easy to do
That doesn't look easy,
and look like it's effortless.
but he
looks
made it
so
look
good.
effortlessly. What is it?
yes.
Yeah, effortlessly.
But I pride myself on taking anyone underwater and creating something magical.
Right.
So if someone says, I don't think I can sink, by the time we're finished, you will sink. You will sink.
That's a real.
That takes a lot of skill too, also
Yes.
from a professional, from you doing your job and then getting your model to do something and you guys needing to be in sync to get the shots you need
Yes.
and then for them to
Yes.
woo.
One of the funny things that
Oh, that's really amazing.
my makeup artist will say this to people. She'll say, Gervel can stay under longer than anyone. Do not try to match her. So, typically what happens is I go down underwater and I tell the client, come down. Go back up for air when you need air. Come back down. I'm just going to stay. Don't wait for
Whoa.
me. I can stay.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I can stay underwater a long time.
Oh, okay.
So she will just tell them, don't try to keep up with her. Just
Right.
go up for air, go back down. It's like, I don't want to keep popping up and popping down. I'm just
Yeah.
going to
Gonna
chill. I'm just
stay.
going to sit down.
Okay.
Oh my.
And the next question I get, people will say, do you use scuba gear? No, I don't use any of that.
Wow.
I just can.
You know what you do.
I'm like a fish in another
Yeah.
life. I can breathe underwater.
Because that takes skills too.
That does. Wow.
So what do we have here?
This was a fun shoot. Now, this lady was not comfortable going in the deep end. So this leads me to my other thing I will tell clients. They'll say, do I need to know how to swim? So it's like, no, because I'm not taking swimming pictures of you.
Right.
You really need
Well, that's a good question, though.
No, it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a really good question.
It's more like you need to be comfortable being in
The water.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can create magic in the shallow end as well as in the deep end. So this lady did not want to go in the deep end.
Okay.
So this probably was taken in like 3 feet, 4 feet. And
Oh.
I just said, I just need you to submerge to the best of your ability. And there it is.
She did a good job, though.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
She did a good job. And what you wouldn't know that she was only in 3 or 4 feet of water.
Yeah. Because doing underwater shoots, safety is very important.
Right.
I would not want something to happen.
And they would have to feel comfortable.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
someone says to me, I'm not comfortable in the deep
You have
end,
to take it
I don't say,
seriously.
yes, you can do it.
Right,
or,
right.
Come on,
No.
let's try it. No, I just say,
Yeah.
okay, well, we're going to stay in this area where you can stand up.
Right.
So if they get panic, just pop up. Just
Yeah.
stand.
I mean, that's true. I don't blame you.
Those are beautiful.
Those are really, really
I know.
nice work, though.
So you brought up a something earlier where you said you focus a lot of your photography, above ground photography,
Yes.
on women.
Yes.
Why is that?
I feel it's in particular women who are 40 plus in particular, which includes me in that category, way above that category.
Right.
But I feel that we as women, we're not acknowledged, especially as you mature.
Mm-hmm.
And I am here to tell women we are valuable. We're doing phenomenal things, regardless of our age,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of our size, regardless of what society says about you. You are valued. And I love nothing more than having a woman come in my studio and I say to her, when was the last time you were photographed professionally? Usually the person will say, I don't know, maybe high school graduation or
Right.
college graduation or when I got married. And I'll say something like, that's 20, 30 plus years
Right.
ago. Like, what made you? Well, I raised my family. I made sure I took pictures of all of the kids or they got professional pictures. But I just felt I didn't need to be in the picture. And I'll say, well, why did you feel that way? Well, it's just about my family and I've gained weight or I'm this. I said, but you're good enough. And you want your family to value and have something of you.
Right.
And no one is ever going to look, your child or your loved one is never going to look at a picture and say, oh my God, look at my mom. I wish she were 20 pounds skinnier on this
Right.
picture.
Yeah.
I said, we deserve to be documented.
Yeah.
So I've made it my mission to photograph as many women as possible. Women who traditionally would shy away from the camera and say, a photo shoot's not for me.
You give women like self-esteem, like
Yes.
you boost it. I'm
Yes.
sure they have, everybody has a certain level, but you boost it to those women that may have lost it on the way.
Yes.
And now it's a situation where they come to you and they feel great again.
Exactly.
They feel valued. And they're like, I'm enough. I can do this.
Yes.
And that should make you feel really
It
good.
really
I know
does.
it does.
I did a project
Yeah.
last year called Seasoned Women where I photographed 50 women over 50. And I told their story. So I did an interview with each woman and told a little bit about their story. And then the project ended. I had a gala at my house
Mm-hmm.
where I had a gallery display of all the ladies and their families attended. And it was incredible for me because as women over 50, we all have a story. We've all gone through
Absolutely.
something. And it was just amazing to capture all these women with such different stories and different career paths or changing or pivoting, and to capture them.
Yeah.
And some of them opted to do underwater because I gave them a choice.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do underwater, if you wanted to do above water, whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
love
can
that.
we tell, and I know we had this conversation prior to being on camera, and we don't have to
Okay.
go through the whole story, but can you tell people about the challenges that you have gone through being like a caregiver and also keeping up your career? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that's going through that or have gone through that.
Yes. Well, my professional photography career started in 2012. I was just enthusiastic. I was getting clients that were paying me. I'm getting paid clients and starting my practice, my photography business. Few years in, to be specific, 2017, I was an empty nester. My husband of, at the time, almost 30 years, had a hemorrhagic stroke. So I had been doing my business, 12, 13, about 4 years. So I was getting my rhythm.
Right.
And one day, out of nowhere, all of that was snatched away. It was a Wednesday, and it was like any ordinary day that ended with the extraordinary phone call that changed my life forever. Long story short, I went to the ER. My husband had a craniotomy, which if you don't know what that is, you may want to look it up. But basically, they take part of your head off, literally, to relieve pressure on your brain. He was in the hospital or in facilities for 322 days. He came home and he was obviously unable to work again. And I became his caretaker, along with the support of other caretakers, and you know who you are,
Right.
that helped me through this. And I took care of him and kept him home for almost 5 years. And I continued my photography business because I had to keep going to take
Right.
care of myself. I couldn't just stop. It was a period of my life where there were days where I was just overwhelmed, and I would go to Costco, which I was going to Costco every week for either medication or supplies or just things that I needed. And I would fill up my car with gas, and there were times when I would just say, what if I just started driving? How far could I go? There were times I just felt like I can't do this.
Right.
It was like overwhelming. So my hat goes out to anyone who is a caretaker. It is not easy, whether you're taking care of your spouse, a parent, a child. And through my practice doing photography, everyone I have met, they have been touched by someone in their family. If they didn't themselves become a caregiver, someone they know, or maybe their parent is a caregiver, everyone I know is touched by caregiving. And it's something that I feel caregivers are underrated
Yes.
and not acknowledged.
Don't get enough recognition.
Yes.
And it takes a village, like you said.
It
You know.
And
really
people who
does.
are caretakers also need to remember to take care of themselves.
Yes.
I think that was
Yes.
the message you were also
Yeah.
giving.
Which
Yeah.
you seem to have done
Yeah.
during that whole process. You kept going.
I kept
Yes.
going. My photography was definitely my happy place,
Mhm.
especially my underwater. It was almost like spiritual. When I go underwater, it's just very quiet when you're submerged. And it was like a place where I could really think, even though I was photographing. It was just, if someone booked an underwater shoot, it was like my happy place. It was like, yes,
Right.
do underwater.
Because you needed that.
Yes.
You needed that to actually take care of yourself.
Yes.
Mhm.
I
It
love
was
that.
my way, my escape.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Well, I wanted to say we had the pleasure of meeting you a while
Ah,
back.
yes.
For an amazing event that you had at your house, and I didn't know what to expect when I went in there, but when I got there, it was just it was so great to see these just amazingly beautiful
Women.
just women,
Yes.
all shapes, ages, sizes. Like we were just it just was this insane bond that you all put together, and it was just I met so many people. We had great conversations, and it was just very much knowing that you're not alone, because like I'm in my 40s going through my weird midlife crisis thing, and so it was nice to like talk to other women my age who were going, and then talk to women who were older who had been like, I've already been going through this, and just talking to people. And I just wanted to thank you for having us,
Inviting
and just
us, yes.
it was just such a wonderful event, and it's just I always feel like we need to, like, especially as women, need to support each other and not put each other down.
Exactly.
Right.
Because like we are strong, and we do need each other, and we are like power in numbers, but like we are very strong people.
Yes.
Yes.
And that leads me to say my next campaign is going to be 40 and beyond.
Oh.
Because there were a demographic that I excluded when I did Seasoned Women, and I had women who were like 45 or 43. Like, I would have wanted to do that. Why is it only 50? And so the next one is going to be 40 and beyond, which will be inclusive of your demographic too.
Fantastic.
And
We've been seeing,
you know what I really loved? I love, I can't remember her name, but the speaker that you had at the end, and we all had the tiaras on.
Yes, she was a special guest that was a friend of Dr. Gale.
But what she said was very powerful. It was so, motivating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because when we left, I was like, oh my gosh, that was wonderful.
Yes.
She really made women that attended feel great.
And speaking of that event that you ladies attended, as you know, I work out of my home. And this past year, I said to myself, I love having a home studio, because sometimes people will say, do you ever want to get a studio? It's like, no, because I can create a lot of things at my home. I've made it work. It's almost like when something happens, you just make an adjustment. Right. So it's become where I love to shoot. I can create any kind of images there. And then I started to say to myself, I have a nice space, and I'm also using it as an event space to just have
It's your
events
happy place,
to bring women together for various, like what you guys attend.
Yeah. It was beautiful. It was really, really
So
nice.
there'll be more of that.
Yeah, and it was peaceful. It was just, just everybody there. You just had all types of women from all walks of lives. You know, and it was just amazing. It was just amazing, and how everybody lifted one another up. Just talking to each other and not even knowing.
Exactly.
That's the thing. We don't even know the women, but after you left, it's like, wow, this person was really nice. Oh, she had an interesting story. So as you bring women together from all walks of life.
And we connected.
Yes.
Because here we are.
Yes. And so here we are. Here we are. So what else does Gervel do? Like, other than photography, I know you're active in the communities and you do other things. So what else do you do?
When I lost my husband, which November 8th made 4 years. And when I was married, we did everything together. We traveled, we worked out. So it was like I lost my best friend, literally, because we were that couple that did things together all the time. So that being said, there were some things that when I went to do them by myself, it was like it was like a void. Like, what can I do that wouldn't have that connectivity of the past? And as an old lady at 62, 63, I took up tennis for the first time. I had never played tennis before.
Okay.
And if you play tennis, tennis is not an easy sport
No.
to learn.
I've played it a while, and you're right.
Nope, I took lessons like a couple
I got
years ago,
my
and I
knees
was
knocked
terrible.
There's a reason that those professional tennis players
it's
retire,
hard. Yeah.
you know, in their 30s or what have you.
It's hard on your body. It's great exercise, but it's hard on your body.
I took up tennis, and I'm like, I don't know what I did before I started playing tennis, because it is like consumed my life.
Yes. Yes.
I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
It is my other happy place. I would have been playing today, but I'm here.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for missing your tennis lesson for us today.
It is just something about the community that you develop when you play tennis. And it's a mind sport really against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And being a older person, there's something about making your brain tell your hand to hit that little yellow ball,
I know.
get it over to the other side and stay in the right box.
Mm-hmm.
So I just love it. And I also learned after I started playing tennis, did you know that tennis players get an extra almost 10 years of life from playing tennis?
Oh, wow. No,
Not that I'm doing it for that reason.
no,
but
but no, I did not
there's
know that.
longevity associated with racket sports.
Hmm.
And most of it has to do with not so much the physicality of it, but the connectivity. And when people have a reason to wake up to be with
To
other
do
humans.
something. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Tennis, anyone?
Yes. Yes.
I'll have to start playing again. I have to start
And
playing
I
tennis again.
also have another thing I've taken up in my senior years. I've always loved music. I can't sing or anything.
Oh, yeah. I know where you're going with
Yeah, I
this.
can't sing or anything like that, but I've always loved music. I was that person who was making, if you guys remember this era before phones and the online music platforms and all that, there was a time when you had to take albums and you put them on a turntable and
Oh, yeah.
and you recorded and made cassette tapes. I was the mix master making tapes for my friends. I used to do that back in the
Wow.
day. So I, a year ago, signed up and went to DJ school to learn.
Yeah, you told us that.
I
when we
love
met.
that.
And I thought,
That's so
wow. You know, Miss
Yes.
DJ over here.
Yes, I love that. And that's something that is not easy to learn either. There's a lot of technique that goes into that too.
I guess especially like the mixing.
Exactly.
And all that. It looks good and sounds good, but it's kind of challenging.
But I mean, I think the bigger picture is like you put
You're
yourself out
starting
there and
it,
you're
yeah.
starting something that you always wanted
That's
to
what
try.
I love about you. Like, it's like
Yes.
there's no limit to what anybody can,
No, there
there's
is
no
not.
age, there's nothing. If you want to do something
Just
and
do
you're
it.
passionate about it, you just do it.
I
Yeah.
signed up for that class. I was like
Absolutely.
the nana of the class. Everybody was like, I could have been the grandma.
But you feel good though doing it. Yeah. That's
fun.
awesome. I think it's really nice when you're not afraid
Yeah.
to take on a challenge.
Yeah,
Because sometimes challenges are what keep us going.
I've gotten a few inquiries to do events.
Oh,
I'm a little scared. I haven't done an official paid event. 'Cause I'm
Right.
like, dang, if someone pays me and I play it. So right now, when people have asked me, I'll just say, I'll just bring my stuff and do it. I'll just do it for you. Like, I don't want that commitment of you paying me. And then it's like, what is this? What is she playing?
I'll volunteer some of my
Yeah.
time.
Yes. Still need a little bit of more time under my belt.
No, this is good. I am glad you missed your tennis lesson for us today.
Yes.
And is there anything, Gervel, that you would like to tell people who are listening and people that are actually watching? Any words of wisdom or motivation that you would give to
My words would be, whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, just do it. Don't worry about, oh, I'm too old, or no one would like that, or that won't work, or just do it. And I think because of the way my life shaped up and losing my husband very suddenly, I know the importance of making every day count, because you just don't know when something may happen. And in my own personal, I should have mentioned this earlier.
You can still.
The year prior to my husband having the stroke, which was 2016, we traveled more than we ever traveled in any other year. It was almost like maybe he had a premonition that something was going to happen. I don't know if he did.
Right.
But there was one trip
Oh my God.
There was one trip we went on. It was the last trip we went on together, and it was to the Maldives.
Oh my God. Oh, Maldives.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But that same year, we had already gone to Africa. We had gone to France. We had gone to Bali. I'm talking about big trips.
Wow.
We normally did not go on that many trips in 1 year.
Okay.
Wow. So when the Maldives came up, and I said to my husband, I said, I don't know if we should go on this trip, because this trip is like really going to be expensive. And we've gone on all those other trips within the last year. Mind you, it was like,
that's a
wow.
That's
like
a lot of money.
And I said, and he said this to me. He said, we're never going to wake up and say, today is the day to go on an over-the-top, really expensive trip. He said, let's just go and we'll figure it out.
Wow.
And that was our last trip.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And I have the memories from that.
Isn't
trip.
that something that you can remember, that you've gone everywhere pretty much? But that was such a happy picture right there.
Yes. Yeah. So my thought is, my last words are, do whatever it is, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to be.
Right. Yeah.
And just try something. Don't worry about
what the
limitation may be or what people may think.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Well, Gervel, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing your journey. I know it's not easy to share things like that, but we appreciate it. And I'm sure there are viewers and listeners that will do the same. So where can people reach you?
GervelSampson.com. I can give my phone number. You want that? No. Okay, no. Yeah. GervelSampson.com.
Your Instagram is...
And Instagram. You guys will share that. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, you heard it from Gervel, the over and under photographer.
You almost got it.
Over and under.
Above and below water photographer.
Above and below water photographer. Yes. Okay. Anyway, thanks for being here, and thanks for watching our Lovesick podcast and listening. And until next time, we'll see you. Thanks, Gervel.
Thank you for having me.